It's about 9 o'clock in the morning and we're standing in the parking lot of Tokyo Big Sight, which is a convention center, a huge one actually, in Odaiba near Tokyo. Now we've been standing here for a while and the line doesn't seem to be moving. We've already pre-purchased our tickets. And while we're just waiting around in the gushing rain here, fortunately we brought some umbrellas. But sadly enough, with the wind and the downpour, I'm afraid our shoes and trousers are pretty wet by the time now. And around 10 o'clock now, the line starts moving, and it's only now that we can see the huge amount of people that have been lining up. As you can see, they turned the entire parking lot into a huge maze that we need to go through in order for people to get inside the building. We can hear various languages as well, of course Japanese, but also foreign languages such as Chinese, Thai, French, English, Spanish. So people from all over the world have come here to join and visit the event. Just to show how hugely popular this is. It's really grown over the years. This is the 10th time they're organizing this event. And over there you can see a vast amount of people still lining up in order to get inside. And up ahead on the right side you can see that's where we need to go. So we have quite a ways to go, but the line seems to be moving pretty well now. So hopefully we'll get inside really soon because the rain just keeps on pouring. Finally we got inside and we have our ticket at the ready, and as you can see we are greeted by the Anime Japan 2023 logo 10th anniversary. And once you get inside you can see how packed it really is. There's a huge amount of people attending the event. So let's get inside and have a look together. Now first we are greeted by the booth of Weiß Schwarz, which is German for white black. It's actually a tactical card game, something I used to be really fond of. And they've been around actually for 15 years, starting out with original characters, but more and more they've added various kinds of anime series, going from Shingeki no Kyojin to Chainsaw Man and many, many more. So for fans of anime and card games, this is actually something fun to collect. I have to say, all the rules and explanations are in Japanese, so for people who don't speak the language it might be a big hurdle in order to play the game. But as far as collecting go, you can collect the cards. Now here we see a full timeline, year and exact date of when which series was added. So yeah, it was fun to have a quick look around, see some of the cards that are available, and if you're lucky in booster packs you can find signed cards by the voice actors, which is actually pretty cool, but you need to be really lucky. Now booster packs are available, starter packs as well, but well, yeah, just great for card collectors all around. Moving along, we come at the Toei Animation booth, and prominently visible is Sailor Moon, because two new movies are going to come out. Sailor Moon Cosmos, a story that's going to be split up in two movies. And well, that's great fun for Sailor Moon fans, of course. And if you say promotion for the movie, of course, they're also going to show promotion for all kinds of goods that you can buy. Here you see some of them, most of them from Tamashii Nations, of course, and plushes available, all kinds of things. Moving still along, we find a Disney Plus booth, because yeah, Disney has been buying more and more anime, and well, because their own programming isn't catching much viewers, they need to buy anime. And lately they've added Tokyo Revengers, which is one of my current favorite anime, to their lineup. And they were very prominently visible there at the Disney Plus booth. So here we have some promotional material. We got goodie bags here, themed with Tokyo Revengers. Here we have some of the characters with cardboard cutouts, and when we move to the left side, there you have each character lined up. Of course, the ones for the new season prominently visible. And it's actually great to see because it seems like they made them on one-to-one, so real-life scale. You see all the characters, actually quite stylishly done. I wouldn't mind having one of those to put in my room or in my collection room. And the great fun with these cardboard cutouts is that you can stand next to them and have your picture taken with Draken or Mikey or whatever, whichever is your favorite character. So this was actually well done. I'm not a fan of Disney Plus. I prefer watching my anime on other streaming services, but here they did a good job. And as you can see here, yeah, I just took a quick pose with Takemichi, and we're gonna see that other fans are lining up and are gonna have their picture taken with the characters. And as we head out of the booth, as I said, you can see some people taking their picture together with one of the characters. Great fun. And I would love to have one of those cardboards in my collection room. Moving along, we see that there are plenty of posters of upcoming and currently airing anime series on Disney Plus. And I think it's pretty telling that they need to buy so many licenses, especially taking into consideration they have their own programming, their own shows that they produce, but it's pretty clear that those don't attract enough viewers. And as you can see, they need to buy licenses from some pretty heavy-hitting anime series like Gundam, Kasei no Majo, Blue Lock, Bumble Stray Dogs, and many more. One among them, My Home Hero, is actually a series I'm looking forward to. It has a very interesting premise of a couple that had to kill the boyfriend of their daughter in order to protect her because he's part of a gang. But I'm obviously gonna watch it on another streaming service because I don't want to give money to Disney. But here a big poster for another anime series, Sin Duality, a series I haven't heard much about. I'm not sure if it's Disney Plus exclusive. And here's some more promotional material, cardboard cutouts. So the stand was actually well done, even though I thoroughly dislike Disney Plus. And as you can see, we get lots of pamphlets, leaflets, promotional material for series that are coming out. And this is something I also like a lot. So not just the Disney Plus stand, but many other booths had sketches, panels, drawings that are used in order to create and animate all these anime. And these are original ones. These are framed. These were used in order to create those series. So it's pretty cool that we can have a look at those up close. Here's some more promotional material for upcoming series. I must admit, I don't know all the series. I saw plenty of them that I didn't even hear about. Probably also because they are not really on my radar or because it's not my cup of tea. So let's move along. As you can see, we get plenty of bags, goodies and whatnot. And here we have Shingeki no Kyojin, the Bandai Namco stand. Some more promotional material for the current airing Gundam series. Here we have the Banpresto booth, and this is cool because we can see various action figures or displayable figures, SD figures, super deformed, all kinds of series, all kinds of lineups of upcoming figures that will be released. And it's pretty cool because you can have a look at those on websites, you can have a look at the promotional pictures that are taken, but here you can see them up close, even though they're behind the glass cabinet, but you can still see them up close and see what they look like. So that was really cool. Some of them were already on sale, some of them are not yet on sale and will be on sale. Various series, and they ordered them per series, which is really cool. Jigo Koraku, a new anime series I'm looking forward to watching, and some already airing ones such as Golden Kamui, and some classic ones as well such as Yu Yu Hakusho, which I really loved also back in the 80s, 90s. Shingeki no Kyojin, of course, which is still a behemoth as far as goods is concerned. And here we have some QS Pocket figures, if I'm not mistaken. Gundam, and this is really awesome because they make some displays. So they create or recreate a scene from or a chapter from the anime of Tokyo Revengers. If I'm not mistaken, this was the Bloody Halloween arc. They have them super deformed in there. Here we see the logo, and I must apologize for the flickering because a lot of LED lights were present there, and that creates some flickering on the camera. Here we have some more super deformed. Honestly, they're really well done, but super deformed is not really my cup of tea. Now this is more like it for me. You have these kind of mini busts, very well done, Draken and Mikey. And then here normally shaped figures, which is really my cup of tea. So all of these are actually well done. Bandai puts out a lot of quality, good quality in my opinion, especially for the price that they are being sold. Here again another display, this time at the Manji Terra, the Manji temple, where they have their gatherings. Here you can see everyone in their Toman uniform standing together with, of course, Mikey and Draken atop the stairs. It's really cool. It gives a bit of extra dimension to these figures. It displays really well. It kind of gives me the idea of wanting to do something similar at home. Now over here we have some Urusei Yatsura, of course, with the new anime airing or the remake airing. Some plushes. There were quite a lot of plushes as well in the display cabinets. Again, some Q Pocket figures, super deformed ones. And then here we see the Banpresto logo again. And we have My Hero Academia, Boku no Hero Academia. Still also going very strong as far as goods and figures is concerned. Now the top left one looks really good. I like it when they have kind of unique poses and they add a little bit of background to the characters. Then we have plushes as well, various kinds of figures. So they are really nice as a fan that you can have a look at them up close, see what how they look in real life actually. And then here we have Jujutsu Kaisen, of course, also very popular, and that's really cool. So they have two separate figures that you can actually put together to recreate fight scene. I really love that because you can display them separately or together, and they put them on some kind of rotating display so you can have a look at them from all sides. Now these are pretty well done. I like the dynamic posing. I like the overall layout of the figures and the fact that you can display them separately or together. So I just might pick some of those up. Here we have some more figures then, also from other series. No, this is still Jujutsu Kaisen, all of this. Here King of Artist line, also Jujutsu Kaisen, various characters. Some dynamic poses as well, some more statue-like poses, and of course all the Dragon Ball series cannot need to be present at the booth as well. So here we have some characters going from Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z to Dragon Ball Super. Here again as well, two figures, Frieza, Son Goku, that you can display separately, but if you buy them together you can display them together, which is really nice. Variations on the same figure as well, Super Saiyan, not Super Saiyan. Now these things are pretty standard, I would say. The G Materia line, so Banpresto actually has a lot of different lines, plushes again as well. So really nice that you can have a look up close. One Piece, of course, present as well, with figures with some dynamic poses, some more statuesque or museum poses. Various characters as well, pretty focused on the current airing arc, even though I'm not caught up with One Piece, I must admit, shamefully so. But these figures were well done as well. And of course also some plushes, Shanks, and so on. So really cool that you can have a look at them like that. The huge Banpresto logo at the top of the booth. And then if we have a look over here, here we have some more glass display cabinets for Kimetsu no Yaiba. Now we have some, or Demon Slayer in English. We have some Super Deformed as well. Some of the animal characters. Plushes. Wig that you can use for cosplay. And what I really love here, again, same as with Tokyo Revengers, they created some kind of display with the hashira, the pillars, gathering together, all of them, which is really cool. It gives that extra bit of flair to the figures instead of just displaying them as they are. And then plushes again as well. There seem to be a lot of plushes for each series available, I've noticed. And then here are some more museum poses of the other characters. So we already had the hashira there. Moving along, now we come to the Bandai booth. And as you can see, they've put plenty of cardboard cutouts of various anime characters from various series, which actually makes for a huge display. Prominently visible at the Bandai Namco booth is Gundam, in this case Gundam Seed, with some various visuals. And as you can see here, we were actually not allowed to take pictures here, so I just quickly, sneakily took a shot with my camera without anyone noticing. So sorry if it's not nicely framed, I just tried to get a couple of visuals in there. But as you can see, Gundam quite prominently available at Bandai Namco, especially since, well, they sell, amongst other things, Gunpla, and also various video games based on the Gundam series. So it's a very important franchise for them, which is the reason why they're so prominently available or visible at the booth, with the latest series, Suisei no Majo, being very prominently there. Here we have from Tamashii Nations some action figures, I think, for Sin Duality. A huge figure here, lifelike size, as you can see, with people passing by. Quite impressive. Keroro Gunso was there as well, which is a classic. I see that there's going to be a bit of a relaunch there with a new website. And Tiger and Bunny 2 superhero series with lifelike suits or figures on display with light up elements, which looks really well. And here you can see them from a bit more of a distance, and as you can see, these are actually lifelike. And to the right of it you had the SH Figure Arts action figure version. Blue Look as well, with some promotional material, flyers for the live action version as well. And then in the back here we see some promotional footage. And here, interestingly enough, we have a short story, short manga from Toriyama Akira, the creator of Dragon Ball, which is gonna get animated starting the 18th August of this year. And we had the trailer playing here on a big TV screen. And there it says Gensaku Toriyama Akira, so by the author Toriyama Akira. Looks pretty cool, visuals look great, so I'm going to give this one a try when it comes out. I have seen the manga, haven't read it yet. Moving along now, and as you can see, plenty of people visiting here. Here we have if I'm not mistaken, the Idolmaster series, which has its own fan base, pretty hardcore. It's not something I'm really into, but I know that there are people who are fan of the Idolmaster series tend to be pretty into it. A very nice booth as well. And here you can see you have those like cylindrical shaped displays with promotional visuals being displayed on them. Now all of these booths were pretty big, well done, and with lots of cool visual effects, LCD screens, and as you can see further in the video we have some pretty impressive ones coming up as well. And here they make some promotion for next year's TV anime that is gonna come out based on Shining Colors, which is probably the next anime series or chapter in the Idolmaster series. But as I said, it's not something I keep up with. I'm not well versed in this universe, so not much I can tell about it. Just that next year we're going to have a new anime series based on this series. And over here we have Mahotsukai no Yome, the magician's wife or bride, which is a new anime series that's going to start airing, and we see some on display some cosplay versions of the main characters, which actually look really well done. Some promotional material with cardboard cutouts. The trailer is being displayed. It's another series I'm looking forward to checking out once it starts airing. And it's really cool that we can already see some of these promotional materials here. Character sketches underneath the trailer as well. Huge poster. And then again, cardboard cutouts with like a classroom. And here, as you can see, and I just had to take a picture together, we have cosplay promotional material hostesses handing out pamphlets and taking pictures together with fans, which is really cool. It adds a lot of dimension to the event. Moving along. And here we have the Dragon Ball Super stand. Now these are not new figures. I believe they have been on display before, but they look really cool, so they put them on display again. And these are actually life-size, or even a little bit bigger, I would say. And these were used as promotional material for the latest chapter in the Dragon Ball Super arc. So really cool that Toei Animation put them on display again. And here you can see exactly how tall they actually are. They are life-sized. We have Goku Black or Rosé here. We have Son Goku, Super Saiyajin God, Super Saiyajin Blue. Wow, these names are starting to get really long here. And here we have a little character chart with all the names of the characters, with the background and everything. It looks really cool. Imagine having that in your living room. And then similarly, next to it we have One Piece with Luffy, also life size. I'm just gonna stand next to it, taking the same pose. And as you can see now, all of these figures or statues are not accessible. You can't touch them, but you can stand pretty close to them to take a picture, which is really cool. Over here, the next Digimon anime, which is going to be Digimon Adventure 02, and then some more upcoming anime series with posters. And so not every single new anime project had a trailer. Some of them just had posters. Here again, character of new anime series I'm not really familiar with, but it's really cool that you can take a pose with them, take a picture. I must say, all the hosts, hostesses, the people in costume, they were very friendly, very professional. Now, also some live action movies had some promotional material. Not so many, just a little bit. Here you have again hostesses with maid costumes handing out tissues, which are again promotional material for various anime series. Now, not only anime studios and brands of goods and figures were present there, but very visually present were wholesale studios, so TV stations and various streaming and subscription services that actually air those anime. Now, certain anime you can follow on various streaming services, so there's a lot of competition amongst them as well. And here we are at the booth of YTV, which has been around for a long time. It's a TV station. And what's really cool, they made a timeline, because it's their 55th anniversary, a timeline of all the anime that they have aired throughout the years and the decades, split up per decade from the 60s up until now. And you can see, as we go through the years and the ages, you can see all the various series that they have aired, which are quite a bit. And it's like an anniversary or a celebration of all the anime that they have brought to the fans through their TV station. And here we're at the 2010s already. Various anime series, some very famous ones as well. Not necessarily that they have the exclusive rights to air them, but just the fact that they aired them, they shared these with fans. Really cool that we can see that. And then from there they go next, the future, so what they're planning on airing in the future. And here you have a message where they talk about their 55th anniversary. And another cool thing, in the middle they have TV sets also throughout the ages. So per decade you can see on which kind of TV set most people or most Japanese fans were watching these anime series being aired on YTV, and you can see the evolution of the TV screens as we go through them, going from very old sets to the current flat screens. And this was also tremendous because we have signs and autographs by some various and famous voice actors that have portrayed some characters in the anime series that have been aired. So that's cool. It's a really cool booth. And then here is like a commemorative wall where you could write a little message thanking them for all these years of anime, or wishing them the best. And as you can see, actually there were some Japanese messages, but there were various languages present there as well. I see German, I saw French, English, Spanish. Actually it shows that the visitors are quite international here, not just Japanese. You have a lot of various cool messages by fans thanking them. And on the other side of the booth you have big acrylic cutouts of Boku no Hero Academia characters. Really well done. It's really cool to have a look at them. And here they made like the inside of a train where they come back from school and are all sleeping, so I had to take a pose with them, of course. A little bit further up we have Goblin Slayer 2, so for the second season that's gonna air. Quite big statue there. And here we have DMM TV, which is also well established streaming service in Japan, having their 10th anniversary. DMM has been around for quite a while. They used to be physical shops. Now they have branched out into streaming as it goes. And now as we take a stroll here through the huge exhibition area, you can see it's really big. There were actually multiple rooms or multiple exhibition areas that you can go through. So here you just see a sample of it, and you can see the amount of people. I hear some cosplayers passing by because we're close to the cosplay area here. We're gonna have a look later on, and this is really cool because this is from Fabulous Night from Marvelous Entertainment. So fans can go there, they choose a song in the menu, and it's actually like a host club. So I'm gonna let you have a listen to 2 songs because that was just too funny and a lot of fun for the fans. 'And because once is not enough, let's have a look at another song they performed. These guys went all out the whole time, so if you want to check it out, link in the description below. Fabulous Night, Host Club, Simulator or something like that, I would think. And here we're at the cosplay area, and there were actually a couple of really cool cosplayers here. Now, Chainsaw Man, of course, was available here. Looking a bit further up ahead, here we have Chainsaw Man himself. Now these cosplayers, some of them really put a lot of effort into their costumes, and they really did their best to take on some cool poses for the fans, so you can take pictures of them. Now everybody was having a great time with that. Here we had Saiki Kusao, Rurouni Kenshin as well. Now some cosplayers were just standing around and others were actually taking on poses. Here we have Tokyo Revengers, of course, with Draken and Mitsuya-kun. I thought that was really well done. The uniforms were great. They had the hairstyle down, really good job. And yeah, they invited me over to have a picture with them. And of course, man, that was really awesome. Who can deny that, right? Taking a pose with Mitsuya and Draken. Here we have a Kamen Rider, very well done. Looks like he jumped off the screen. And this is Discount Gundam. Sorry, but that was actually quite funny. And next to Discount Gundam we have actual Gundam. So I was having a look around his costume, which was actually very well made. And the moment he noticed me, he put down his helmet quickly, taking on a pose that is cool for picture taking. In the background there's a JoJo character passing by. Now here we have Inosuke from Kimetsu no Yaiba. Actually probably worked out a whole year just to be able to cosplay like this. Now I must say, quite impressive. He really went all out. Really cool, and the ladies like taking pictures of him. I wonder why. And then here we have again little Inosuke in the basket here being carried off. That was actually quite a unique idea for a cosplay. I liked it. Now here we come to the cosplayers that are really putting in effort, and most of them are actually using this as a launch pad to launch their career online, or as a cosplayer, or as a talent. And the fans, some of them are really into it. They have expensive cameras with them, their own lighting material, as you can see here. Now these umbrellas, these are not for the rain, these are actually used for the lighting. They shine LED lights on them, and then the light gets reflected, so it's not too strong, onto the cosplayer. Here over there you can see someone with lighting on top of the camera. And then the cosplayers are taking poses, and people are actually lining up nicely, long lines forming in order to take pictures of these cosplayers. So actually some people are able to launch their career there, whether it be as a professional cosplayer or as I said, as a talent, as an online personality. It can really launch a person's career, and most of them are female, so they get their fans here, or they meet their fans and they build their fan base and get more notoriety through the event here. Again, some more from DMM TV here, and they are making promotion for the new Code Geass anime that's gonna start, or that's gonna air. And here we see a promotional video with Kotori, if I'm not mistaken. And here the promotional trailer for the new Code Geass anime. And DMM Games, because they also have their gaming division. Most of it is cell phone games, I think, but yeah, and of course anime based. Here's some posters of new anime series. Ars no Kyoju is another one I'm interested in. Moving along, we have here Vinland Saga 2 on Tokyo MX, which is another streaming service. And here we have Bones, which is an animation studio. They are celebrating their 20th anniversary already. A well-established anime studio. And here you can see some of the things they have worked on. Most notably, I would say, Boku no Hero Academia, of course. Some goods based on the anime they have made. And it's not always easy to get everything in frame here, because there's a lot of people. So you really need to wait your turn, so you can go in and take a look, take a shot. Here we see some of the promotional material for Studio Bones, with various series they have made. Here with slippers. from Mob Psycho. Also cool, you have, and I took some still shots here because otherwise it wasn't possible to get them, some sketches for Mob Psycho that were used for creating actually the anime. So that's really cool that you can see that from up close. Around the corner here we have like a little corner with some promotional material and an Urusei Yatsura wall, which is well done with the logo in color. Here Blue Lock again, this time from the Anime store, where they also airing the series. So you had the studios were there, the streaming services and TV studios were there, the brands that make and sell the goods were there. So sometimes you saw multiple promotional material or multiple times the same anime series. Now this is Mashle, which is quite popular in Japan in manga form. That's gonna get animated. So definitely an anime I'm gonna keep an eye on. We're gonna move ahead again. As you can see, plenty of people here. And then hostesses dressed as certain characters, handing out pamphlets, leaflets, promotional material for the fans. Many booths, one next to the other, and stages as well where seiyuu, voice actors, are giving interviews. Now you're not allowed to take pictures or tape close up, so I just took a little shot from afar. Here again, a hostess, always very friendly, they're always very professional. The maids here again, just waving and at intervals handing out pamphlets, leaflets. Now this caught my eye because I'm quite a bit of a City Hunter fan. City Hunter was airing when I was a child, and I loved the previous movie, and this will probably be the last movie that's gonna come out. It's gonna come out this September. Definitely looking forward to it. Vinland Saga was also very present. As you can see, they had a big booth with recreation of some of the landscape, big posters, stills from the anime, and actually if you have a look at the stills that are on display, then you notice how clean and detailed the drawings are and the animation is. It's actually a high quality anime as far as the visuals are concerned, either way. And then here we have Jigoku Raku, which will also be starting to air soon, and they made a very nice visual with yokai, and then some characters with cardboard cutouts displayed next to it. Now moving along, we get into the second exhibition area. Here we have plenty more booths to visit and promotional material. Here we see Rokudo no Onnatachi, which is a new anime series that's gonna start airing. Another one I'm thinking of checking out. Again with a hostess next to it, and they gladly take poses for the fans so they can take pictures. Mario was available as well. You could take a shot with Mario there. And of course, with the new movie coming out in Hollywood, is very present there. There's a collaboration in Universal Studio Japan going on at the same time. Here we have a continuation of Sousei no Aquarion with some cool mecha figures. Now this is nice because the golden age of mecha anime seems to be over, and it looks like here and there we have a little bit of a revival. So Sousei no Aquarion getting an additional anime series. And here we are at TMS Entertainment, again a big booth with various posters of anime, a big screen where they show some trailers, as you can see here. Eurocamp, an anime about camping, is present as well, and they actually use the camper for the promotional material, which is cool. And lately camping has become popular in Japan again, so that's probably why we have that anime. Now here is the Good Smile booth. Good Smile company that makes most famous for Nendoroids, and you can see them up top here staring at us from the window. But also other kinds of figures like Pop-Up Parade, which is a lineup that I'm collecting. I used to collect Nendoroids, but I've kind of steered away from them. Here you can see unfinished figures, unpainted. And then a little bit further up we have Hunter x Hunter, the anime with the sketches that were used to make the anime, the 2011 version, so the most recent version. Pretty cool, pretty well done, and there's talk that they would continue with the new story arc, but not sure about that. And here we have JoJo, of course, with the latest iteration, Stone Ocean, all the main characters with cutout cardboards. Really cool, nicely done. I love JoJo. And here we have some figures, some finished ones, some unfinished ones, prototypes. They look really cool, well done. Captain Tsubasa was there as well, because you had the Captain Tsubasa remake, and now they're going to do the continuation, so the remake of the World Use Hen. Continuing, we have a booth with Shurato, which is actually an anime from the 80s. As far as I know, there's not going to be any remake or anything. They're just going to start airing it again. And it's an anime series I have watched in the 80s, so here you see the synopsis with the main characters. And then some cool celluloids, as well as sketches used to make the anime. It was an anime I quite enjoyed. And then in the same booth here you have this lifelike statue. You kind of have a look from all sides. So again, as you can see, all of these statues are fenced off with like a thick red ribbon. So you can't touch them, but you can stand pretty close to them to take pictures or film yourself next to them. Here we have Genesis Breaker, an anime series I'm not familiar with a cool action figure displayed underneath it. So that was a small booth here, but very interesting to see Shurato again. And as you can see, as we walk through the crowd, there are plenty of people, and here you can see a very cool display for Black Clover. Yeah, Black Clover, if I'm not mistaken, because Black Clover is gonna get a continuation in anime form. And you see various screens now that gives a really cool effect with the same trailer playing on each screen. Now, some of these booths and some of these promotional materials were actually quite impressive. Really big, quite expensive as well. So Black Clover, looking forward to the continuation. This guy probably made a mistake and is at the wrong convention, because this is Darth Vader here. And we're talking anime and manga here, especially anime. Now this is really impressive. You have a whole wall with LCD screens used to air various promotional trailers for anime, and then you can go through. As you can see, there's an entrance there. You can go through and then see some more promotional material inside of the booth. But that was really well done, actually. The way they use all these screens together, it creates a very nice visual effect, like a whole wall of anime. Netflix was present as well. Netflix has also been airing quite a few anime series, most notably JoJo, Tokyo Revengers. I believe they also air The New Bastard as well. Yeah, I think that's a Netflix exclusive. Bucky, Black Clover will be airing there as well. So yeah, it really shows they're really leaning heavily into anime as well. I think all the American streaming services have caught on to the fact that anime pulls in a lot of viewers, not just in Japan, but worldwide, and often cases more than their own productions. So they drop a lot of cash to get these series on their streaming services. There we had the Animax booth we just passed by. Moving through the crowd here, and so this gives a little bit of an impression of how it would feel like to walk at the convention through the crowd. Here you see some more hostesses talking to fans, handing out pamphlets. And as I said, they're very friendly, they're very professional in the way they promote the anime series. And moving up ahead here, we have and here on the right side, which is actually quite impressive as well for Fate Grand Order, you have a whole wall of rectangular upright LCD screens, and they put them all together to create like this visual effect of the title moving around the top of the booth, and underneath it you have these replicas of various weapons from Fate Grand Order. You can walk around and have a look at them. It was really well done. And on the outside then you have another huge wall with the title, as you can see here, and then they use it for, as you can see here, with visual effects, with the whole anime on this huge screen being displayed. It gives off a really cool effect. It's very spacious, very impressive with the size. It's almost like you're standing right up next to a movie theater screen and they're airing an anime on it. So very expensive and very impressive as well. I'll just let it play for a while so you can take in the awesome visuals and you can see how impressive it is. Now on the screen it doesn't really translate that well, but if you're there personally, then it's very impressive to see this huge screen with the anime playing. And they were not the only ones with an impressive wall, because here we have Aniplex, which is a huge name also as an anime studio. They had a huge LCD type display wall, as you could see there on the left, which was semi-transparent. So that was really well done. And then moving along here, you can see various booths of various studios and streaming services. Plenty of people being here, and that's it for this tour. So from here we take the escalator, we're going up, which is the way we need to go for the exit, and plenty of people had a whole day filled there. We did as well. We had a lot of fun. We really enjoyed checking it out. And as we get outside, we see the panel again for Anime Japan 2023 at Tokyo Big Sight. And as a farewell, we take a look at the impressive building. See you guys next time. Thanks for watching.